Barcelona get their first defeat this season against PSG in a 2-1 defeat in the Champions League. And this match was, the most anticipated match. People thought that this match was going to be the final of the Champions League last year because of how good Luis Enrique and Hansi Flick's teams were doing. Then the Inter game happened. Wasn't even a chance. I think that final would have fed generations. That would have been, because most times in the Champions League final, it's not really the best teams playing in the final, like of the whole season. It's like Dortmund, Liverpool, or Dortmund, Madrid. No one expected Dortmund to be there. Were they a good team? Sure, but they're definitely not the best team at that time. So, this game was the most anticipated. Of course, Lamine Yamal, Dembele, Ballon d'Or, and of course, this gets into a group match, and we finally got the game. The bad thing is the front three, Doué, Dembele, Kvaratskhelia didn't play. Marquinhos didn't play. A lot of PSG's key, most important front people were out, and the two teenagers had to play in instead. And in Barcelona also, with Raphiana being out, Joan Garcia being out, Fermin being out, loads of Barcelona players as well being injured. Balde just coming back from injury, so it's a huge, it's not the game people really expected when the draw got announced. That you're expecting a Lamine versus Dembele, Kvaratskhelia versus Raphiana. Wasn't the case, but it was still a very entertaining match. Here we can start with the lineup here. Pretty much what I've expected. Varane, Rashford, Olmo, Lamine coming back from injury after a groin. If Fermin was fit, he probably would have played. Raphinha would 100% played. Pedri, De Jong, midfield with Kubarsi. Thought I saw something. Probably should turn this off. Kubarsi, Eric Garcia, Koundé, and Gerard Martin. And for PSG, you have the teenager Mbaye Malulu, who's scored, I think it's the second goal this season. Barcola, known household name. Vitinha, Fabian Ruiz, Zaire Emery. Hakimi, best right back in the world. New signing from Bournemouth, Zabarani. I thought he played pretty well. Pacho, of course. And Nuno Mendes, who was named man of the match. And also with Chevalier, former Lille goalkeeper, in goal. And, coming to this game, like I said, disappointments because people were expecting different players and, they wanted this whole show match, what the Champions League final could have been. But this match was still a high entertaining match. Barcelona were probably the better team in the first half. They were, more composed. Lamine Yamal was playing amazing. I'm a huge fan of Pedri. Then slowly, PSG were just starting to get more comfortable, similar to how I think Real Madrid against Almaty, big different teams wise, but they started off really slow, but then catching back up, and at the end of the day, they looked like the better team, and that's what happened here with PSG. Huge thing is, for me, a key issue is Barca's high line. I don't think in the Champions League they should do high lines. That's what costed them a Champions League final spot. This is what costed them this game. The last Gonzalo Ramos' goal was because of a high line problem. They were too high during the last couple minutes. Literally what happened against Inter. They got the goal. Boom. PSG get the win. Substitutions. Lucas Hernandez went left back, and then Nuno Mendes played more forward. Gonzalo Ramos get in, and he got the goal. King Lee, former wait, where did he play for again in Spain? I can't believe it. Mallorca. King Lee looked great. Almost got a goal, hit the post. And then Quentin Ninja to PSG using a bunch of young talents. And, of course, Barcelona using 3 academy players such as Balde, Casado, and Bruno, with Lewandowski coming in. Should have Lewandowski started? Who knows? I think maybe if they, of course, Olmo. I think Olmo dropped in form a little bit, but maybe had Ferran in the middle and then have Lewandowski up top, just because Lamine can get the ball in the middle, and Lewandowski is that player. He's number 9. He'll get you the goals. Yes, he's aging, but that's what I personally think Barcelona should have done, and they probably could have got a goal or two from that. Yeah, injuries list for both teams. Gavi's out, huge knee injury. Fermin, Ter Stegen, Joan Garcia, and Raphinha. Uh, for me, I think here FootMob says Hakimi was best player, but Nuno Mendes won man of the match. Hakimi was such a game changer. Such I wish Madrid kept him. I remember when he was going on loan, going to Dortmund, going to Inter, uh, and then I was like, why did we sell him? Why he looked great in Dortmund. Boom, shipped to loan in Italy. Looks great in Italy. Boom, sold to PSG. And it was a time, sure, Madrid didn't really need a right back. Carvajal, he's not as old as he was before, but he's aging, and they didn't really have backup right backs. They had Odriozola, and that's pretty much it. They didn't. I'm trying to remember any backup right backs, and they didn't really use it. I mean, they had Danilo. Then Lucas Vasquez was switched there, but just imagine if Madrid just had they kept Hakimi after that winning the league title with Inter. Amazing performance in Germany. I think he won the DFB Pokal. Don't get me wrong, but just great performance overall. And it just he didn't. Not sure what, but now just to see him where he is right now, it's I love to see it. He's an academy player. I remember always using him in the game career mode. Always progressed. Castilla players because I'm a huge fan of the academy, and it's a shame that he never got into Zidane's plans. And then here Nuno Mendes, he looked, Yamal was playing, they were head to head. That's the whole drama of these two, the left back of PSG and the right wing of Barca. And Yamal had him at first, and then the rest of the game, Nuno Mendes, Hakimi, Vitinha, Fabi Ruiz. For me, I really like their passing. They're really good at keeping the tempo and then go in for the counter attack. Not really sure how to explain it, but it's just really they compose the ball, they pass beautifully, and then they just get the chances created. I wish Madrid can do something like that, and they really can't. And then the front three, no one really expected that would have been the front three, and they're all playing well. So just great game for PSG as a whole. And then Barcelona, like I said before, that high line, they you can't keep on using this high line. Maybe they're just so used to it, but it's back-to-back games now. Why the high line, or back-to-back huge costly games? Why the high line is even the game against Newcastle, Barca just push up too high, and then you have these wingers, these pacey wingers, even their fullbacks, and then Barca's just already high pressed up, and they have to travel back, and you already have their number 9 and whoever up in the top, waiting for the cross. But that's how it is with the Barcelona game. Barca's next match is Sevilla on Saturday. Sevilla's always been a here and there team. But I think Barcelona is gonna get the win pretty comfortably. I'm gonna say like a 3-0 win for Barcelona with that. But this was the PSG Barcelona recap.